Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, former Prime Minister, Excellency Governors and Deputy Governors present, members of the Executive, Cabinet Secretaries and Principal Secretaries, representatives of constitutional commissions and independent offices, leaders of Uasin Gishu County and the Great Rift Region, ambassadors and high commissioners, members of county assemblies, all national government and county government representatives, private sector and civil society representatives, and development partners, international delegates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Allow me, before I begin, not to go through the whole recognition that we did yesterday. I think yesterday we already recognized all the participants that are here. Your Excellency, Right Honorable former Prime Minister, there's representatives from the county executives. We have representatives from the county assembly, quite a huge number. We have speakers, deputy governors. We have from the national government, cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries. We also have a diplomatic community also represented in this room, private sector, and many other partners that are with us. So allow me not to go through the individual recognition of the people who are here. We already did that yesterday. We also have most of our governors from the various counties who are here, and we recognized them yesterday by name. Allow me to mention just two that were not recognized yesterday. We have some former governors. We did not recognize them yesterday, so if there's any former governors in the room, kindly stand up just for us to recognize you. Yes, we have the former governors. I would like to recognize two former chairs of the Council of Governors, Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, Governor for Kakamega, former Governor of Kakamega, and Governor Isaac Ruto, also former Governor of Bomet and was also chair of the council. We have former Governor Mwangi Wairia from Murang'a, who was also former vice chair of the Council of Governors. On behalf of the Council of Governors, I take this opportunity to welcome you, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, former Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, to the Devolution Conference 2023. As a Council, we are honored and truly privileged by your presence here this second day of the conference. Your Excellency, Right Honorable, this year our discussions are guided by the theme, 10 years of devolution, the present and the future. And the sub-theme is driving transformation from the local level, county governments as the center of economic development. County governments are now 10 years old. The discourse in this conference will revolve around Kenya's devolution journey since 2013, the ups and downs, the slips and the skips, the challenges and the triumphs. These 3 days in Eldoret are days of reflection. At the close of the conference tomorrow, the co-chairs of the Devolution Conference will read out a communiqué that will contain practical and measurable resolutions meant to guide the policy, legislative, and administrative environment for the devolved system of governance to operate for the next decade. On behalf of all county governments, we are honored to host the President. We were honored to host the President yesterday and his deputy, who will come tomorrow, and the Right Honorable former Prime Minister, Cabinet Secretaries, the Speakers and Members of Parliament, ambassadors and high commissioners, chief executive officers of multinational corporations, and many more distinguished guests. I acknowledge and appreciate that the drafters of the overall program and the breakaway session Programs align them to the President's bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The overall plenum sessions focus on performance management for quality and sustainable service delivery, digitalization of services, financing of county governments, good governance practices, and affirmative action. The breakaway sessions sub-themes are carefully crafted around the following sectors: agriculture with a lens on food security, health with a specific focus on primary health care and integration of technology in health services, 3, housing, 4, trade, 5, sustainable natural resource management, 6, blue economy, and 7, youth empowerment. Distinguished guests, in my remarks yesterday, I stated that in this third cycle of devolution and moving forward, we are placing special focus on delivering accessible, available, and quality services to all Kenyans. I'm elated that the first plenum of this entire conference, conducted yesterday morning, paid attention to how county governments can aptly perform management as a tool, can apply performance management as a tool for strengthening effective service delivery. Every step we are making at the county level is geared towards ensuring each Kenyan from all corners of the country experiences socio-economic transformation. I am aware that the reflections of yesterday's breakaway sessions generated meaningful resolutions on strengthening primary health care, provision of housing, positioning counties as trade and investment destinations, and building the blue economy sector for the benefit of local communities. Distinguished guests, one of my highlights from yesterday was the launch of the devolution book by His Excellency the President. There is a saying, it is not taboo to go back and fetch what you forgot. The teaching here is that it is important to understand our history and learn from it so that we can build a better future. The devolution book is a publication that seeks to enlighten readers on the history of decentralization in Kenya and the country's transition from a centralized to a devolved system. It aims to help us learn from the past. I request, Right Honorable former Prime Minister, that you secure a copy for your read before you leave. We will be very happy to give it to you as a gift from the Council. I am very happy that the sessions held this morning focused on two issues that are dear to us: leveraging on digitalization to spur economic development and financing of county governments. Over the last 10 years, many a time, the issue of resourcing of county functions has made headlines. At this juncture, when our investments are rooted towards building strong and sustainable service delivery systems, county governments will continue to push for adequate financing, and we are becoming innovative in the way we mobilize resources for the county functions. I will mention that for the first time in 10 years, county governments got their full allocation for the year 2022-2023 from the national government before the end of the financial year. We also got, to our surprise, the disbursement for July right on time, and therefore, as we speak, counties have been given resources according to budget requirements on time, and we pray that this will be the trend going forward. I am very happy that the sessions held this morning focused on two issues: leveraging digitalization to spur economic development. And many speakers have mentioned the issue of increasing on-source revenue, and most counties are already implementing this. In the first day, we signed an MOU with Safaricom, on which over 20 counties are already shown an interest to improve their revenue collection. The next 1.5 days is looking exciting. We all anticipate a good discussion in the sector sessions this afternoon. These sessions will focus on food security, pathways to a green economy, youth empowerment, and technology in the health services. Right Honorable ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, let me congratulate all the recipients of the Devolution Warrior Awards at yesternight's gala dinner. I am aware that 2 of my former colleagues received recognition for their commitment and outstanding service to devolution, and I take this opportunity to thank them for their wonderful contributions to making devolution work. They were Professor Kivuta Kibwana and former Governor of Makueni and former Chairperson Governor Isaac Ruto, former Governor of Bomet, were awarded as devolution champions yesternight. To all the recipients of the awards, continue to be devolution champions. We appreciate you. And as we continue to implement devolution, both levels of government need to continue consulting, collaborating, coordinating, and cooperating in the performance of our respective functions as assigned by the Constitution. As the good book says, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. A lot needs to be done to lift the lives of millions of Kenyans from poverty, significantly reduce unemployment, and keep the country on a path to socio-economic development. Those of us in leadership positions have been entrusted by the people of Kenya with a singular task of delivering the promises embodied in Article 174 of the Constitution of Kenya. I now would like to take this opportunity to invite Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Raila